What's the difference between a Grandmaster and top 500 support player? About 361 SR. Thanks for watching. Hey, what's going on guys? My name is KarQ and today I'm going to discuss with you what I find is the biggest difference between a low Grandmaster support player and a consistent top 500 support player. Now, if you're a support main and you've made it to top 500, congratulations! There are probably only 100 support mains on the list at any given time since it's primarily filled with DPS and tank mains. However, there are plenty of support mains in low Grandmaster between 4k and 4.3k SR that I come across daily, falling in and out, back to Masters, and struggling to go on a win streak to breach the leaderboard. So what is setting them apart? One answer is raw mechanics. For example, let's take the most mechanically intensive support hero, Ana. The top 500 Ana players do not miss critical sleep darts and healing on teammates when it counts. The higher you climb, the less you can afford to miss your shots. If you're being doped by Winston, you can't miss the sleep dart on him or else you're peanut butter. Moreover, if you dive into the statistics of the great Ana players versus low Grandmaster players, you can see that most of them average at least 11k healing per game and 4.5k damage. Obviously, there are more aggressive Anas that exist, a little less healing for a bit more damage. However, if I'm being honest here, if you're a Grandmaster Ana main that averages less than 10k healing and 4k damage, you've got to improve your APM, your actions per minute, if you want to compete at the top of the ladder. You're simply not outputting enough healing or landing enough offensive nades and shots, which may be a byproduct of missing shots and abilities, which goes back to the point of this argument: overall mechanics. Don't miss your sleep darts, don't miss your offensive bio nades, don't miss healing your teammates, and don't miss the low HP target sitting in the far back because you have a no drop off damage scoped shot. Also, I usually omit unscoped and scoped accuracy here because this statistic is actually easily inflated by spamming shots on your stationary tanks while you're pushing the cart. Now, aside from the easy answer of mechanics, I think an even bigger difference between a Grandmaster and top 500 support player is the aggressive playstyle. I'm gonna omit Mercy and Symmetra for argument's sake, and also because I don't have enough personal anecdotal data and playtime to speak about these two heroes at all at the top 500 level. And instead, I'm gonna focus on Ana, Zenyatta, and Lucio. I believe that the consistent top 500 Ana, Zenyatta, and Lucio players are inherently much more aggressive and are up on the leaderboards because they attempt to playmake. By nature, we can argue that supports are not playmakers, which is true, so let me rephrase that by saying these players know how to intelligently play aggressively, making impactful plays as a result of their aggressive playstyle. Positioning goes hand in hand with this argument since proper aggressive positioning is key to the aggressive playstyle. The consistent top 500 support player knows how to understand their aggression and tone it down if necessary. The higher you climb, the more your aggression can be punished, so with that understanding they know their limits and can take a step back if needed. The low Grandmaster supports are likely stuck because they are playing too passively or are playing too aggressively but not toning it down when necessary. Now, playing passive is a viable playstyle, however the biggest argument here is how is an inherently passive player going to know their limits if they never take the risks to begin with? How do passive players know when to go for aggressive sleep darts or deep wall riding for boops and disruption when they always play super safe? So the key here is adapting to the situation, and that's what separates the top 500 support player to the Grandmaster support player. Having the aggressive playmaking playstyle in your arsenal and adapting to passive healing. Going deep for the boop or offensive bio nade with the aggression is what will net you a few extra wins in the long run compared to a no risk, no impact playstyle. At that point, it truly is a 50-50 coin flip as the game rests upon your DPS or tanks to carry with their much more potent playmaking kits such as hooks, earth shatters, gravitons, dragon blades, etc. So my fellow support mains, get out there and make those impactful aggressive plays and only tone it down if you're being punished for it. To conclude, these arguments are all based on my observations playing in both Grandmaster and top 500 for the last 6 months. The aggressive playstyle was the key trigger for me to break the top 500 leaderboards back in Season 3. The arguments in this video will also apply to any rank, not just Grandmaster and top 500, so if you're being a passive beta Ana main in bronze, just let it go and intelligently play aggressively and become the alpha Ana player I know you can be. Anyways, thanks for watching and have yourselves a great day. If you want to see some aggressive alpha top 500 Ana plays, come on over to twitch.tv/KarQ and say hello to the Kar community Saturday to Tuesdays at 12 PM Eastern Standard Time.